can hit the wall, you can catch it off the wall. A lot of things can happen in this game.
McPherson going up deep, and he finds Joe Hills for a touchdown, just like that.
And that's one of them, quick scores. I mean, it can happen in a hurry in this game. Every chance you get, you've got to score. But Joe Hill has been a big player for this football team, and that's one of the reasons they let Amari Jackson and Preche Rodriguez go. I mean, they had guys sitting in the stable that can make plays, and here you see McPherson. What an addition he is to this football team. Great protection, and then a strike right to Joe Hill for a touchdown.
Dixon scrambled around, trying to find his guy along the wall there. We had a break tackle by Amari Jackson. That's a touchdown for the Orlando Predators. So Dixon does some scrambling, coach, and it's a Coors Light touchdown by the Preds, back in this game again.
Well, that's who you are, and Dixon is a scrambler, and you're going to live and die with plays like this if you're Orlando.
65,
I mean, he feels the pressure,
eligible, 65,
and steps
73.
up and throws the ball to Amari Jackson, and that's something Amari Jackson has to do. I mean, the kid is 6'5", 215. You've got to break tackles, especially one-on-one with a smaller DB, and get in the end zone. So a nice job by Orlando. It gets the people on their feet here in the jungle, and it's 20-14 now.
We're back right after this. It's an exciting one here at Drivers Mart Field. Dixon flushed out of the pocket. Puts it up for Tolliver. That's a touchdown for the Orlando Predators, and they are right back in this game, pending an extra point. It is tied at 27. He was flushed out and got the job done.
What a great throw, and a heck of a job by TT, staying with the play and finding the ball in the air now.
And we just need more consistency on offense and defense, but most importantly, just make sure our effort, we finish the half. So we got a lot of work to do this second half, but we're certainly within our reach.
All right, there's Coach Doug Plank. There's Coach Bret Munsey with me. And, Coach, we're going to get right back to action, but consistency. We talked to him at lunch a couple days ago, and he talked just about that.
Well, you've got to play consistent on both sides of the ball, that's for sure. And if there's one guy that can get a guy riled up or get a team riled up and get them going, it's Coach Plank. I mean, that's one thing he can do, motivate guys. And I look for him to come out ready to roll and ready to swing and throw some punches this second half.
Coach Doug Plank played 8 years with the Chicago Bears, and he played college football. He's got a great Woody Hayes story when he played at Ohio State. At one point, have you heard this story before?
Let's hope he doesn't take it to that extreme.
Okay, wait a minute.
If he just starts punching players on the sideline, we've got problems.
Okay. I'm telling you, his coach Woody Hayes story, how he got recruited by Ohio State, is unbelievable. He was originally, he's originally from Pittsburgh area. Coach Joe Paterno at Penn State came to visit him, but it wasn't for a recruiting thing. Coach Plank sent Joe Paterno letters each and every week after his high school football game. Paterno shows up at his high school, says, Doug, you're not good enough to play here. Here are your letters back. Thanks, but no thanks. Woody Hayes 5 days later. Here's the story that Coach Paterno was visiting Plank, and he thought Paterno was actually recruiting him and said, hey, come play with us, not Penn State. And that's how he ended up at Ohio State.
That's a great
He was
story.
never going to play
story
for Coach Paterno. There's Lewis, the kickoff right there. And we are underway of the second half. And Michael Lindsay with the kickoff return out to the 10-yard line. And a brand new episode of a very good show on CBS, Vegas. You like that show, Coach? We're a couple Vegas guys, right?
You know what? I'm yet to see it, though. I might have to tune in.
What, Coach? Where have you been?
Next week.
I mean, really?
I'm yet to see it. You're right.
It's a great show.
I've been there, though, Peng. You?
Oh, I've been there many times. Oh, yes.
Not a bad spot.
What happens in Vegas does stay in Vegas. The Mentalist.
I don't remember anything.
We'll be right after that. Another good show. Our friends up there at the network in New York with CBS always bringing us some very good primetime shows right here on Local 6 each and every year. I love the Vegas show. Michael Chiklis is a good one. Great actor.
I'll tune in next week.
Okay, I'm going to quiz you on that.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
At the end of tonight's game, Coach Munsey and I will actually select the EDC player of the game. And who would that be right now?
Well, I'd like to see it be T.T. Tulliver. I mean, he's an experienced vet that's been around this organization for a long time.
McPherson finds his receiver Ellingson along the boards into the touchdown pass on 4th and short. So just when the momentum was turning, the Predators are scored upon.
Well, Ping, we talked about this earlier. It's 4th and 3, 3rd and 3, whatever. You understand as a defender where the sticks are. And I thought Mario Norman did a good job at defending the play with his long arm trying to knock the ball out. But when you throw the long arm, your short arm has to come around his back and protect you tackle-wise. And you've got to make the tackle. Okay, caught it, first down, but don't give up the big play. They're going to go for 2 here.
Join us every night for Local 6 News at 11, Central Florida's #1 late newscast. Anchors Lauren Rowe, Guard Swanson bring you all the important news of the day and breaking news as it happens. That's Local 6 News at 11, weeknights on WKMG. Now, I like that picture. Okay, okay. I mean, I know we can't go back to that, but I really need to get that updated. I'm not that young looking anymore.
Oh, that's great. I know I like that picture.
I mean, no, but it's funny though. We'll keep it up there. I'm here for a number of years, so why not?
Stay young.
33-28. Dixon still the quarterback. He is the backup ever since Riley was benched in the first quarter. Here we go. High motion receiver is Tolliver. Dixon finds his receiver, Amari Jackson again, but Amari fumbles the football. It is picked up by Chris Smith, who is banged around there, and eventually taken down by Greg Nyland. So it's a big turnover.
Well, he gets the right read. He gets blanket coverage, cross read, and Amari Jackson comes across late, and there you see the backside or short side corner make a play on it. But this is just Amari fumbling the ball trying to make a move on a guy. And that's just concentration and cannot happen in a game like tonight at 33-28 in front of your home fans in a packed house.
It really is a good time. McPherson again, the former Seminole. Oh, he finds again Michael Lindsay across the field. He's going to try to get in the end zone. It's a touchdown. Everett tries to catch up with him there, but across the field, and just like that, after a turnover and a score for the Storm as they extend their lead now to 39.
Well, they're trying to isolate the receiver over here on the wide side. He is wide open. Why they didn't throw it to Ellington, I have no idea, Ellington, but they hit Mike Lewis on a check down, and this is what he's best at, after the catch. I mean, that's why he's Tampa's return guy. I mean, he is good with the ball in his hands. And here you go, 4th down and 6. This is the game in my mind. I mean, if he can't convert this one most likely will be a victory for Tampa Bay.
Are you calling it right now, Munsey?
I say if he can't convert this 4th down, yes.
Here we go. Shotgun, Tolliver again, high motion. He steps up. He's trying to run for the first down. He gets the first down, and he's trying to get more, and he is bumped into the end zone. It is a touchdown. Chris Dixon makes something out of nothing. He is flattened on the ground down there. His teammates need to take a look at this. That is a Coors Light touchdown. The Predators, but it looks like that Dixon was hit very hard, and he's on the ground right now.
Well, he was hit hard and then banged into the wall too, Ping. So he got the double whammy against him. But a couple things here. We've talked about the rush lanes. Stay in your rush lanes. There's the gash we're talking about. And then Fenor, 21, what does he do wrong? He jumps up in the air, man. Don't leave your feet. You've got to keep this guy contained. Your job is not to allow him to run the football. Make him throw it. You've got guys back there that'll cover. He leaps up, and he runs underneath him for a big touchdown.
Our EDC player of the game was Adrian McPherson. He was 12 of 20, 223 yards. He ran a touchdown and threw for 3 touchdowns. And Chris Dixon shotgunned the whole game. He came in. They benched Kyle Riley, was injured late. Finished at 17 of 21, 198 yards and 3 touchdowns. But defensively, they need a lot of work. And you said, you start 0-4, everything needs a lot of work.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think you blame one guy, one area. I think you got to look at the whole makeup, the whole team, and put everybody under microphone, and make some decisions on, hey, how do we get better? Where do we get better?
So the Orlando Predators here in Drivers Mart Field, right inside this building. They are now 0-4. And as we talked about, they have to go on the road, starting with Arizona, the defending Arena Bowl champs, and then they got to go to Spokane. This is not.
Spokane's undefeated.
This is not going to be. I mean, this is not the way this organization wanted to start out this season.
Well, and they've had some tough breaks. I mean, the injuries. You got to stay healthy. I mean, Quinn Pitcock. We talked about the pass rush has been an issue. So they've got some areas to get better, and Coach Plank will do that. He knows what to do to get a winning team on the field.
That's the coach, Bret Munsey. Next week, we will bring you on Retro TV. That's 6.2. Very excited. That's a Sunday night game at 9 o'clock. You can check with your local subscribers on cable. We will be found there, but also digitally on 6.2 at Arizona. So the final score tonight from Drivers Mart Field, it's 53-35. I'm sports director David Pingalore for Bret Munsey and everybody in the truck and affiliated with this game tonight. We thank you for joining us, and we will be here the rest of the season. Have a good night.